These are the D'Addario XS acoustic strings. I've been using them exclusively on all my guitars for 8, 9, 10 months. Pardon me, since D'Addario introduced these, and I fell in love with them right away. Anyway, I installed this set about 2 days ago, and I've been playing the heck out of them. They stay in tune really well. In fact, I can play for an hour, check my tuning, set the guitar down, and pick it up like the next morning, and it's still pretty much in tune. They're super smooth, very little noise from sliding, which I appreciate. But yeah, these are quality strings. I'm going to demo these out with a little bit here. I'm using a podcasting microphone, and I'm about a foot away from the sound hole, aiming directly at the sound hole. The mic tends to be a little bright, so keep that in mind when you're listening to this. But they do sound fantastic, plucked or finger style. And anyway, here's a demo. They ring like bells, and they sustain like crazy. Finger style, they're really responsive to touch, from to good snapping. Nice mellow tone in the mid-ranges. They also rock out kind of nicely. Anyway, like I said, they're really super strings. I've been using them exclusively. Both my Taylors, my Yamaha Jumbo acoustic, and my Ibanez acoustic electric, as well as a Van Gogh acoustic electric. No problems. Like I said, they stay in tune beautifully. Smooth slide, great tone, great response. And they last. The coating on them is not as It's super fine. It's not as thick as some of the others. I won't name names, but it starts with an E. So no raspy residue after a while. They're really beautiful strings. I highly recommend them, and I'm really in love with them.
So I've got myself a new set of D'Addario guitar strings, acoustic guitar. These are light gauge and they are 80/20 bronze, and they look beautiful and they sound beautiful and they're easy to play. Now these are light, as I think I said, and I'm used to extra light. So I'm getting used to them. My fingers aren't really calloused, but they have a good feel and they have a beautiful sound. The one thing I would say, I just put them on, they're retaining their tuning even though it's hot out. It takes a little while for strings to settle in, as you probably know. They're pretty long strings, so if you have like a really long guitar, they're great. If you have a shorter guitar, which I think this is, you might snip 6 or 8 inches off of the top end of the strings before you wind them, because I don't know if you can see, but I wound the low E way too many times. You really shouldn't probably do it more than 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Doesn't hurt the string, but they don't, I think, tune as easily when there's a lot of wrappings around. These are just beautiful strings. They sound really nice. I'm not a great guitar player. I'm more of an acoustic rhythm guitar player. And in the hands of a really good musician, they would probably even sound better, but they're a good price, they're a good quality, they last long. I have D'Addario on this guitar and my electric guitar, and I look for them. They're very good. They make chords sound very full. Recommend these. I'm going to give them a 5-star, and like I say, D'Addario is one of my very favorite brands of guitar strings.